tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
I forgot. We haven't used that song in so long. So.
I know.
Yeah. Like, wait, what's going on? What's going on?
Hey guys, welcome to another wonderful AfterBuzz TV show for your favorite show, Nashville. We're on season 3, episode 5, called Road Happy. We're very excited for tonight because we have some special guests for you. I'm one of your hosts, JJ Jurgens, and I'm joined here tonight by...
Hey, you guys, it's Keetin Marchi back here.
Hey everyone, Violet Kanian.
And we have a very special guest.
Hi, I'm Cory Grant.
Yay!
You get sound effects.
Cue the fake clap too.
And we have Marissa in the booth. I'm sure
What's
you're...
up, everyone?
Yes, and we'll get your opinion on things right tonight.
Sure, of course.
Well, we always need it if you're in the booth.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Cory. We're so happy to have you. He, for everyone out there, plays Tony, the trainer. Yeah. And then we're also going to have Ed Amatrudo calling in about 10 minutes. So we might do a little less of the breakdown tonight because we know you guys really want to hear more from them than you do from us tonight. Although
We don't mind.
Yeah.
Nobody
we'll give
cares
you a little
about
break
us.
from us.
Let's
for
be honest.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, and shout out to Whitney who couldn't be here tonight.
yes.
She was really sad because she's missing both of our guests. But we love you, Whitney, and
Yeah.
we'll see you next week.
We miss you.
Yay.
Love you, Whitney.
Oh, look.
There you go.
All right, so let's just let's touch on a few of the topics first, and then we'll get into Cory a little bit later. Let's start out with well.
Okay,
wait,
I feel like I need to leave.
Get in there.
Let's get on over.
I'm so sorry.
All right, let's go. Let's start talking about Rayna and her road troubles.
Oh boy.
So she decides that it's a good idea to bring her kids out on the to see her when she has a day, which
Yes.
doesn't go so well.
No, and Daphne gets sassy on her. Daphne
love
turns into Maddie and says, "Mom, you suck."
It was awesome coming
It
from her.
was so perfect for her for what she's going through. I mean, these girls need their moms. It's so sad what she's doing to them. I hate it.
I agree too, and to put them in situations where they have to be out bowling and be bothered by paparazzi and have be made fun of in the papers and stuff.
And what better person to tell Rayna that right now you kind of suck?
Yeah.
So work on that a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. We appreciate that. And then she gets mad then when Teddy, who's back home, gets to have this wonderful day with them.
She has. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
She has no right to get mad. She has no right. She knows her girls need her, and then she goes and adds more tour dates and does signings and interviews. It's like, come on. Are you a mom or are you a performer? You can be both, but you can't be angry at your ex-husband for wanting to be a dad.
But I will argue that it's not fair for either of them to be turning it into a competition. And I feel like Jeff is in Teddy's ear right now being like, you could be the cool dad. Like, come on, man. He's like the little devil on his shoulder, kind of getting him to do bad things. And I'm just like, or not to do bad things, but just make it a competition with Rayna. And that's not what co-parenting is about. That's not what they should be trying to do right now. And I don't think that's not fair for the girls in the long run. Like right now, they're probably, oh, this is great. But no, that's not that's gonna burn out real quick.
I mean, Jeff has his agenda, so.
Of course, it's always about what come for him. Did you have any interaction with him when you were on set?
No. I don't think I did. No, not at all. I know that's not the answer you're looking for.
No, whatever.
No, they just bring you in really quick and then say, okay, thanks. See ya. And then you go back to your trailer and then...
Do they clap you off set?
No,
Like, and that's
but they
a wrap.
should. That would be nice. They're like, he's going to get clapped off set really quick. Hang on. Let's do it. No, that doesn't happen.
We'll clap you off set.
Yeah,
Can we do that?
We can.
Yeah.
And
Love that.
We'll clap after everything. Applause. And all.
Like, and that's a wrap for Cory M. Grant on the set of AfterBuzz.
Yeah.
But see, if we do
Should I leave now? Is that the time
I
to
was
leave?
gonna say, if we do that, then you might never come back. So we hope you continue your job with Nashville. We hope you come back.
That would be great.
Well, while we have some time, let's go ahead and let's jump into your scenes a little bit. So tonight you stood up to Will and had a great, some dialogue. How was shooting that scene?
It was good. It was really fun. Will is or Chris. He's hilarious because I'm not gay. He's not gay, but we get to play these awesome, great gay characters, and he's he's really fun to work with because off camera we're basically talking like we're gay the whole time, like, oh sweetie, what's going on, or like pinching each other's ass, but not really, we're kidding around. But like when it's time to roll, it got really serious when we started to like have to actually kiss in a scene, and then we weren't being gay off screen anymore. It was like, okay, this is way too serious. No, but the scenes were a lot of fun. It was good. I was really happy with the way it turned out. I think watching stuff as an actor that you're in is really hard sometimes because you're like, ooh,
Yeah, you're really quiet.
I should not. Oh yeah, you're judging yourself. You're like, what are you doing, dude?
Well, and you had said that you hadn't seen that until we watched it together tonight.
No, I hadn't seen it, but I thought it was believable. I guess that's what you're hoping for. Anyway.
Yeah, I think you guys had great intensity.
Yeah,
the looks
it's
in your eyes.
weird
It was definitely
with having that with a man and not having that ever happen in my life previously. In that moment, I really felt like I was gay. Like we were just like connecting,
good
and
acting.
yeah, it was real. It was really real. No, it was fun though. It was good.
You guys both looked really hot.
Yeah. I mean, that's what's important.
It was warm.
Right here.
It was really warm on set. It was like 100 degrees. It kept it really warm.
I was like, thank God they're not gay in real life because that would suck.
I have to ask, the question on everyone's mind is he a good kisser?
Wow, that's weird that I know that. Yes, he is. He's very gentle. He's very gentle.
Nice.
soft lips.
Nice.
Lots of chapstick before the scene.
Does he smell nice?
Honestly, I don't know. The first couple times we had to kiss each other, we like bumped heads. It was so awkward. It was really funny. We like hit
like
our
a
foreheads
real
and we were
first
like,
kiss.
"What are we doing?"
Cute.
Yeah, it was pretty goofy, but
So did you
yeah.
practice before, or just the first on?
No.
Yeah.
When we were blocking the scene and rehearsing and stuff, we would like get to that point and then we just look at each other and be like, no, okay, and then like, yeah. So no, we didn't rehearse the kiss. Thank God.
What about like the scenes that you've shot before, like in previous episodes? Like, what have those been like? Have you guys been able to kind of create a pretty good friendship as you've been building these characters in this relationship?
Yeah, he's really cool. I used to live in Nashville. I went to school out there years and years and years ago. Maybe not that long ago. I guess this is recorded. I'm not that old. But it was a long time ago. I didn't really know anyone when I went back to Nashville to shoot some of those episodes, and he was super cool. He was like, yeah, come over to the house and hang out if you want, or we're gonna go out with my friends. But yeah, it just made me feel like a local. It was good.
Nice.
Awesome. Because you're a California boy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now you first appeared. Was it the last episode of?
It was
second
the last two episodes of season 2.
Yeah. So did they let you know anything at the end of that? Like that you
No. Nope. No. Well, I think the show was on the bubble. They didn't know if it was going to get picked up or not. So, no, they didn't say anything.
What did it feel like as an actor to be on a show for 2 episodes? I'll continue later.
Okay.
We'll
Get
just
the
do a
line.
quick
Yeah,
pause. We have such a big night. So now we have Ed on the line. So Ed, are you there?
How you doing?
Hey Ed. Thanks for staying up and calling in.
No, it's my pleasure. I've just had to convince my phone to try to stay awake.
Well, we really appreciate it. I know it's really late your time, so we appreciate you taking the time.
I haven't talked to you guys in a while. How's everybody over there?
We're good. I missed the episode where you called in last time.
I did
so
too.
I'm so happy
I
that-
did too. This is the first time for both of us.
Oh.
And I didn't.
Oh, okay. All right.
Can I tell you, I did not know until last week that hair wasn't real. It was a huge shocker for me.
It's so interesting because it's like 50-50. It seems like 50% of the people were shocked, and the other 50% were like, "Thank God." So,
We do have a couple questions about that. Well, the first one is,
well,
go ahead. Oh, what was the decision making behind having you actually come to the door in that last episode with it off?
Well, I mean, it wasn't my idea. Deb Fordham came to me and said, "Hey, I'm thinking about doing a scene with you without the hairpiece." And I always thought it was a great idea from the beginning. I mean, even before she mentioned it to me. And then Callie came up to me a couple of weeks later and mentioned it again and wanted to run it by me. I told her I was all for it. But I said, I'm all for it as long as it doesn't look like a George Costanza moment. You know? where it's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like some ridiculous hairpiece gag. That wasn't, and she was like, no, this is a very kind of touching moment. It shouldn't be like that. But it was risky, I mean, because I can't think of another drama where a character has done that. You see that the crazy, hairpiece gag in a lot of silly comedies and things, but you don't really see it in the drama. So it was a little risky, but I think it worked out pretty well. But then, to answer your question a little bit more clearly, it was more about, they said, we want to see Juliette and Glenn at their most vulnerable period, and so that was how that came.
That's
Interesting.
awesome. Cory said that it just sits kind of in the makeup room, and he was questioning what it was when he first came into the makeup trailer.
It sits very quietly in the makeup room, and at night when everyone's gone, my hairpiece gets together with Hayden's and Scarlett's and everybody else's that are in.
Oh. We have a huge favor at the end of the season. We would love if you could tweet us a photo of that, of just the hairpiece.
If you're allowed.
If you're allowed, it would be a huge treat.
Right. Well, it's funny. We were thinking about doing a little series of photos of Glenn's wig, like on tour. Here it is at the laundromat, and here it is at the local saloon, and here it is in wherever at the beach in Florida.
That'd be awesome.
When you first got the part of Glenn, was there like a lot of discussion about what to do with your hair, or was it always like you got the role and they're like, well, we're giving you this hairpiece?
Honestly, I wish it was a more interesting story, but it was simply like this. After the casting was completed, the director came out and he said, I've got a problem because I've cast 3 bald guys with goatees. And 2 of them were myself and David Alford, who plays Bucky. And he and I are the same height, we're the same age, we look very similar, and we're both playing managers. And as it turns out, the director told the Garnet, the main, the head of the hair department, she's one of these guys that's going to get a wig. And David Alford happened to be good friends with Garnet, so Garnet said, Ed, you're going to wear the wig. David had the inside track, and I got the wig. So
Well, it worked, so it's okay.
I had no idea. I thought you make it work. I had no idea for 3 seasons or 4.
She was very worried about you. She thought that maybe you had a cancer storyline coming up.
I was so confused.
So anyway, to switch to switch things a little bit about other than your hair.
Some other important things.
That's a conundrum for me.
Yeah. So this has been just an incredible season for you and your character. Can you talk to us a little bit about how it's been for you playing kind of the growth of Glenn and your relationship with Juliette?
Well, I mean, it's been great. I'm grateful for every scene that they give me. And listen, the cast has grown, it's gigantic now. And so, I feel fortunate that I'm in any episodes at all at this rate. But it's been terrific. It's always fun when you get matched up with people that you haven't been with before. And Juliette and Glenn have been together a lot, and we have had an interesting arc, between the two of us. But it's cool when, they put me together with Avery, for instance, because it's new and it's different, and the guy's amazing. I mean, he's just an incredible actor, and I like, 95% of the stuff I'm doing, it's with Hayden, and she's amazing too. But it's just nice to be able to do something with someone else.
We were all hollering at the TV.
Have a completely different dynamic,
Yeah, when the scene with you and Avery today was just so awesome. Mm-hmm. We were like, "You go, Glenn! Like, you tell him."
Thanks. Yeah, I think they're kind of pushing Glenn up to his limit, because if things go badly, he's going to get it from both ends, because he's going to get it from Juliette too. Mm-hmm. So it's self-preservation more than anything else. And Glenn and Juliette have become closer and closer over time, and I think the audience is getting to see that. They've always been close, but they're getting to see their devotion to each other, and I think that really helps too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Your character was almost going to, maybe expose to Avery that she was pregnant. How did you feel about that, kind of playing that and that choice where you kind of, kept your loyalty and didn't share that information?
Yeah, well, you keep hoping that. Hold on. Come on, Betty. Yes, again, it was written just perfectly, because Glenn's always on the verge of saying something, and he really wants to, but he can't, because it's not his call, it's not his place. And he's wanting Avery to say, "Okay, let me go over and talk to her." And there are pieces of that scene that were cut too. It was a little bit longer before, but it's just, you see the struggle on both of them. Of Avery wanting to find out what's going on, and Glenn wanting to tell him, but he can't.
Mm-hmm. You interact with your fans a lot on Twitter and are always posting a lot of good tidbits from behind the scenes. How much have you enjoyed that aspect of being on this show?
It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to tell you, the fans are the best, and it's funny because I'm starting to run into these people on the street and at functions and on the set sometimes, and they'll say, "Hey, I'm so and so from Twitter," and I'm like, "Oh yes," and I feel like I know these people, and it's been a fun. And they're, again, they're very devoted. Let me just tell you, man, the fans on the show are amazingly devoted to the show. They're crazy. And you don't get between any of these people in their Nashville show. Man, get it. But yeah, it's really fun. And I didn't have a Twitter account before maybe a year ago.
Wow.
So it's all new to me. It's been a blast, and it's just been so much fun. Getting in there with these people and getting them riled up and staying excited. Listen, I'm just as excited when the show comes on Wednesday night, because by the time it comes on, I don't remember what the hell happened. It's fun. It's like I'm seeing it for the first time too. It's really exciting.
And Juliette is pregnant in the show, but Hayden's actually pregnant in real life. What's it been like, kind of working with her, actually going through a real pregnancy? Has that changed dynamics at all for you guys?
It's changed. She's the same. Hayden's the same Hayden, but with a really big belly. But she's hilarious, and she works just as hard. She gets some days she gets a little bit tired, but she's still. Listen, she's still in there doing 12 hours.
Wow.
And one thing that we have done though is they're shooting her scenes of future episodes ahead of time to make room for her pregnancy, you know. So that's been a little tricky because sometimes we've had 2 units going, and, you know, once somebody's shooting, you know, episode 306 and somebody's shooting pieces of 312.
Interesting.
So that's been a little complicated, but she's amazing. She's even more hilarious when she's pregnant because she has more built-in material to work with.
Nice. Well, kind of speaking of your fans and your true followers, we have a couple of people that tweeted and wanted to have us ask you a couple questions tonight. So I have one from Static Waves at Javery24 who asks, is Glenn going to be called Uncle Glenn or Grandpa Glenn to the Javery baby?
Javery.
Do you see what
honestly, you know, I don't know what they're going to call anyone. I don't know anything about what's going to happen next beyond the script that they give me. They never tell me. I don't know anything about any future of anything that's going to happen. I truly do not. So I don't know. I you know, they're not going to call me Daddy Glenn. That I could
take a
probably
twist.
guarantee.
Oh God.
But I don't know. As long as all I want them to do is just keep calling me. That's the name.
Yeah, we do too. We love seeing you on there. One more question from your Twitter fans.
Yeah.
This is a Team Genie essay at Team Genie essay. What was your first big break in TV or film, and what's your advice to aspiring actors?
My first big, you know, well, anything, you know, any break you get seems like a big break, you know. But my first was I was taking a casting director workshop in New York. And it was with an assistant casting director for a soap opera. And she called me up and said, hey, I've got a little part on the show. Do you want to come and do it? And I was like, yeah, man. Sure. And she said, are you a member of the union? I'm like, oh, of course I am. And I wasn't. And at the time, I literally ran to the AFTER office to buy my AFTER card. And so, because I had to go right from there, and she said, you need to show me your card when you come here. So I went right from there to her office, and I got the job that day. And that job enabled me to, a year later, get my SAG card, and that started the whole ball rolling. So anybody that ever tells you these casting director workshops are a waste of time, don't believe them. They work for me.
Nice.
So,
yeah, good to
that
know.
That question. And advice for aspiring actors is study a lot, take a lot of classes, be good. You know, it's a really competitive business. I mean, it's very, very, very tough, and they're also the best people in the world. You know, there's no people like shows. It's like they're really, I mean, they're wonderful people to be around. But you have to make a lot of sacrifices along the way. And it's just, I can't think of a job, you know, I can't imagine doing anything more that I would enjoy more than that. But study hard, train a lot, be nice along the way, listen to what people tell you, don't try to reinvent the wheel, and do it. And when it stops being fun, quit. That's what I would tell you.
All right.
Nice.
Those are good words to
Awesome.
live
I
by.
know.
Yeah. Inspired. All right. Is there any, other than Nashville, any other projects that you're working on or things where people could see you acting?
Honestly, not right now. It's hard to squeeze stuff in because the schedule doesn't allow for it, you know, and because I never know that far in advance what days I'm working, so it makes it very difficult to audition for very many other things, and then even if you get something, you have to make yourself available, so that gets a little bit complicated. But I am going to have some time off in the next month or so, So hopefully I'll get something else going then, and I'll be sure to let you know.
Yeah, let us know if you're in LA though. We'll bring you in studio.
Yeah, we love that.
Hey, I will. I'm actually think I'm going to be out there next month.
Nice.
All right.
Let us know.
Yeah, we'd love to have you come in and watch the show with us and have you in here.
That'd be fun. Yeah,
That would be fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you again so much for staying up late and calling in. We love hearing from you. So we love all your scenes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Just for our viewers,
it's been a blast. Hey guys,
where can everybody
take care.
Okay. Where can everybody follow you at? I might have lost him already.
I'm sorry?
Oh, can you want to give people your Twitter handle so anybody listening can follow you?
Yes, of course. It's at Ed Amatrudo. At Ed Amatrudo. It's easy to remember right there.
Nice.
Have a good night.
So sign up, baby. I'll be happy to pay attention to everyone who comes along, especially you guys. Thanks again. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Okay, guys.
I love him so nice. Yeah,
Really
he's
nice.
awesome.
Yeah. Did you interact with him much on set?
No, not at all. Just his hair.
my God.
I only interacted with his hair. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's great. All right, well, let's dive back.
Yeah.
Go back. We're in the middle of. We just started to ask you a question, right?
Oh, I was asking a question.
Yes, there we go.
Go, Violet.
I was asking if I could still remember it. As an actor, when you get a role, and it's a pretty big deal to be on Nashville, and you know it's the end of a season. Do you know it's an end of a season going in, and then knowing that, were you kind of like, oh crap, it might be over because they didn't know if they were going to get picked up? What was that whole thing like?
It was a double-edged sword. I was so excited to book those 2 episodes, and then I knew it was the end of the season, and then I also knew that if it kept going, I was probably going to have to kiss a dude. And that's what happened. So it was like, okay, cool. I got picked up further. Oh. Okay, all right, kissing a dude. Let's get over this. All right, figure it out. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know that it was going to get picked up, but it did. It was really exciting, and I'm just super blessed to be a part of it. And yeah, as an actor, you just bang your head against the wall so many times doing the same thing, and finally something sticks. You're like, okay, cool. You never know what it is.
Yeah. What was your audition process for this role?
Honestly, it was a little strange. I lived with a guy named Charlie Bewley, who played Charlie Wentworth, I believe, on the show, the Brit.
Yeah.
Which is funny. So I told him I had this audition, and he's like, "Oh, mate, well, cool, we'll shoot in my garage." I was like, "Okay, we'll shoot in your garage. Why are you talking like that?" So went over to his garage. I didn't live with him anymore. It was years ago that we lived together, and we shot the audition in his. He lives in a barn in Santa Monica area, like Venice.
My God.
And you got this full screen set up and lights and camera and stuff, and so we shot the audition. He's reading off screen, and the very end of the audition, he jumps into the audition on screen, and he's just like, "I'm Charlie." It just does this weird dance. So I don't know if I cheated to get this or not. Because after you see this, if you could ever see this audition tape, I don't know where it is. It's the funniest thing, and he sent it to casting. He's like, "Oh, dude, I got this. I know casting. Don't worry about it."
All right, you gotta find that post.
Just give me a gif of the dance.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. My favorite thing ever, and it was so funny when I got the email that I booked it. I was like, "This is so stupid." I called Charlie. He's like, "No, that's amazing." It was great.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
How much in advance do you get the scripts?
Sometimes 3 days.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's don't have anything else going on in your life because we need you here tomorrow. That's,
Wow.
Get on a plane to Nashville and go.
Yeah, just do it.
And then how long would you be in Nashville for when you were shooting?
Sometimes a week, sometimes 3 days. Yeah, there's such quick scenes. My stuff it's so small, but yeah, the last episode I was there for a week.
Wow.
Do you
7
like
days.
Nashville?
I do. I will tell you this though, I cannot go to the honky tonk bars anymore.
Why not?
Because I overdid it.
Oh no!
A little bit goes a long way. It's a good time, but
When you
man.
say you overdid it, are you blacklisted or are you just overdid it?
You know what's funny? I did get thrown out of a bar one time in Nashville by John Rich, actually. I was at a place called Bourbon Street Blues and Boogie Bar, and I was a kid. I was in college. I was like 21 years old, and Gretchen Wilson was there.
Oh, I love
And I
her.
grabbed a marker, and I went up to her, and I was like, Gretchen, will you sign my chest? Like, I was kidding. It was a joke. And he heard me, and he's like, you don't talk to a lady that way. And he grabbed my pen, and he threw it across the bar, which I borrowed that pen from the waitress. And she's like, don't you lose this pen. And I got thrown out, and I lost her pen. But,
Oh, no.
No, I've never been blackballed from no.
So you're overdoing it, like,
Oh, it's
know,
just-
like,
It's too much fun.
The hotel we stay at,
Stories.
it's right downtown, and it's on Printers Alley, sort of, in that area. And there's really not a lot to do in Nashville. There's a lot to do, I guess, if you know where you're going and what to do. But I just kind of meander out the hotel room after shooting, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to get some food. And it's just downtown. It's touristy honky tonks.
Yeah.
So I'm just like tired of hearing like the same 1-4-5 chord progression and a banjo.
Well,
know?
I mean, Nashville, everybody kind of gets a chance to sing. Like, can you sing?
No.
Oh.
No, not for longer than 15 seconds. I'm good for like 15 seconds.
What about karaoke?
I've been known to
Do you have a go-to
yoke.
karaoke song?
Honestly, yeah. You know that song? Yeah. You know that song, Me and Mrs. Jones? I don't know if that's the right name for it.
How's it go?
Yeah, give us
Me and Mrs. Jones. You know that song?
you can sing.
Okay, got 12 more seconds. Yeah.
What is this? Don't. You need to keep going.
Can Tony the trainer get a solo? Come on, guys.
Can we write a song in there?
Yeah.
A duet between Tony and
Zoe now, she's going to take the reins.
Oh,
Come on in.
That'd be good. That'd be really good.
Were you into country music before the show? Or are you-
Always. Oh my gosh, yeah. My room has this big, huge American flag that's like the size of this wall, and then there's 6 pairs of cowboy boots that go above
Oh my gosh.
the American
Love
flag.
it.
Did you wear your boots tonight?
I thought it would be too cliche. I didn't wear any cowboy boots,
Ouch! I wore cowboy boots.
but I did wear a wild turkey belt
Nice.
There you go.
and a belt buckle.
Nice. Oh, that's nice.
Is that too much?
No,
Perfect.
no.
It's subtle.
Don't worry, we'll take pictures, ladies,
subtle.
and we'll
Yeah.
Instagram them.
We got
Just
you.
wait.
So you play a trainer on the show. Now, what's your fitness routine?
Yeah,
you big into fitness?
that's the weird thing about fitness with me. Gosh, I don't know if it's just me, but every time I go to the gym, it's like it gets harder every time. And I've heard that like it's supposed to get easier. I feel like I've been working out for years. 3 things never happen. I never get in better shape. It never gets easier. And I never meet anyone really cool at the gym. It's always just me solo, just like
No cute
Headphones
boys.
in.
headphones in, no cute boys.
No one takes you
No
on
one
the
to give
road
my
with
card
them.
to.
Yeah.
Dang
Nope.
it.
Go on
That's it.
tour, you're stuck.
No, that's it. There's nothing good about the gym. I hate it, but I do. I
I'm
do have
with
to
you
do
on
it.
that
Oh,
one.
it's awful.
I hate the gym.
So bad.
P90X work though.
Oh, P90X.
Not to plug that company any
But-
more than they need to, but
seriously.
that was like the best shape I ever got in.
Really?
And I did
need
it
to
from
get on
home.
that.
Yeah, I
It'll
like
kick
resistance
your
bands.
butt.
And, yeah,
Really?
it's legit.
Yeah, I do even the short version of P90X. It's like only a 20
The 10 minute or the
20
20
minute one.
Yeah.
And I just wanted like, oh my gosh, like you just don't stop. But then Shanti's talking to you, so you're like, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I don't want to let Shanti down.
He always has his shirt off too.
He does. So
Yeah,
that's
you're
another
like, what is this? What am I looking at?
Oh. Well, is there anything else you could tell us as far as? I mean, we saw you give the speech tonight. I mean, we want you to come back. Do you know anything?
yeah.
Like,
You stormed out pretty
Yeah.
angry.
I was pretty angry. I don't know.
You almost shoulder checked Deacon.
Yeah.
I was like, is he gonna be like, boom? Like, don't
Get
hurt
out of
Deacon.
my way.
I wanted to, for no reason, just other than to do that on camera. But no, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't tell me. I don't tell
I
anyone.
guess not if you don't get even. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I have a
sometimes
feeling. I have a feeling you'll be back.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think you might go
Because
away
that-
for a while,
it
but I
didn't
think he's
end.
gonna.
Yeah, that whole relationship hasn't ended. It can't end like that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
there was a lot of angst there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, something needs
Lot
to
of
happen.
tension. still
What do you
there.
think is in the character? Do you think that he was saying it wasn't love? It was just basically physical. Do you buy that coming from him?
I think 2 things could happen. Maybe he learned that he can explore that gay side of himself, or he did like me a lot and he's gonna try and figure out how to get me back. I don't know. I mean, if I was going to write, that's how I'd do it. We wanted to, but I think you should bring the guy back. I mean, that would be like, yeah, he's back.
Yeah.
4 episodes. I remember that guy. Okay, cool. What now? You know.
They named you finally. They might as well.
I know, they named you.
Yeah,
That's
Tony,
a big
the
thing.
trainer guy. I remember him.
Yeah, we were all on your team because after Brent was the other guy, right?
Yeah, there was one before,
Yeah, it was
right?
Brent. So we were like, yeah, none of us were like,
No,
no.
Brent was
we
sneaky.
liked them, but yeah, we didn't trust
Brent
him.
was like a mini Jeff Fordham.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always thought he was
Something
going to stay out
about
of
him
in
I
the
didn't
back.
trust.
But yeah, we
That's
thought you were
funny.
stable and a good influence.
It would have been nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
So we-
come on, writers.
Yeah.
But you never
Bring him back.
You never signed the confidentiality contract. So
No,
who
I'm gonna
knows?
out him.
Good
I'm gonna be like,
point.
look, dude. I'm telling
I
everyone.
could see you in a press conference when somebody else outs them, being like,
Let me
"Yep."
sing on your tour, otherwise
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell everyone about this. Yeah.
There you go.
No,
Pull
you don't
some
have the crazy eyes.
Like you need to ride into the show. Hey, here's some
Layla's got
options.
the
I haven't been
crazy
writing
eyes.
these episodes, have I? What?
What were you saying about Layla?
You can't
She
turn
has the
it-
crazy eyes.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have crazy eyes.
You can't. Yeah. That's
No.
not. No.
Soft eyes.
Very soft brown eyes, staring very strongly at Will. They did like a nice close up. Like
Yeah.
that's great stuff.
Thanks.
Really good
Did
stuff.
they make rules about like your beard and your hair?
Yes,
because
they
it looks
did.
exactly like you did on the show.
They did.
So I was just
They were like, what level and number are you on your shaver? And I was like, 5. And she was like, well, what kind is it? I was like, I don't know. It's like she's like, I need to know for continuity what time or what kind it is. And I was like, okay, all right. So I like went back to my hotel, got it, sent a picture of it, like sent it to her. Like it was, they don't mess around with the facial hair there apparently.
Were there any other things like that were little surprises that you didn't expect or, from being on the show?
Yes, there were. There's this awesome PA named Newman. It's a girl. It's a woman, and she has a hedgehog as a pet. I know
Shout
that's
out
probably
to
not
Newman.
what you were asking, but
No, these are the
shout
kind of
out,
things
shout
you
out to
wanna know.
Newman.
Did she put it in her pocket and like bring it to set? 'Cause
No,
that's
but she
awesome.
had pictures of it, and I kept asking her to bring it to set. But I just thought that was so cool that someone could own a hedgehog
Wow.
named Daisy.
Wow. Named Daisy.
No, these are the
Cute.
things that we like
I
to
know.
know because
Yep.
this is what you do. A little inside. info.
Newman and Daisy is her hedgehog.
Daisy the hedgehog, owned by Newman the PA on Nashville. Yep, it's a it's
You
a
heard it
thing.
here first.
And I think she has an Instagram for Daisy the hedgehog.
okay,
I
we're
don't
on
know
it.
what it is.
Daisy-
Daisy
We're
has
gonna
the
find it.
Instagram.
We gotta fit. Yeah.
Daisy has the Instagram.
I want Daisy and I want Newman in studio immediately. Can Daisy fly on an airplane?
Daisy's
And
got
bring
a
the
pretty
toupee,
tight schedule.
please. And
bring
we
the
are
toupee.
set. All right, no, we're running down on time. Let's actually go through a little bit of so you're from Santa Barbara originally?
I was born in Santa Barbara. I grew up in San Luis Obispo, Orange County, San Francisco, all over. I was raised by a single mom, and so it was kind of like wherever she could find work. And then I lived with my dad for a little while in Orange County, but I spent the most time in the Bay Area.
Nice.
Yeah.
And when did you start pursuing the acting?
Well, my mom got married to this amazing man who is my stepdad still. He's just phenomenal, and he was just so intent on my 2 younger brothers and me just getting great education. And I was a senior in high school, and we were going to private school, and I only had to take 3 periods because it was a senior year. It was like,
What school did you go
You're
to?
done.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I didn't only needed 3, maybe 4 classes, and I went home when I had my schedule, and I was like, yeah, check it out, guys. Me just being so stupid, like so proud that I only had 4 classes or 3 classes to take. And my stepdad's like, if I'm paying for your education, you're not taking 4 classes, you're taking 7. I was like, what? No. And so that's what happened. So here I am filling up my senior year with home ec.
It's important
So
stuff.
can you cook? Like, yeah.
Yes, I can cook.
Ladies who can cook.
Dad helped your eventual
you
date
sew?
life.
Accounting. There was accounting.
those are good classes.
Dreadful. I had to take a tutor for an elective. I had to take a tutor for accounting my senior year because my stepdad wanted me to take. So anyway, but I'm so thankful for this. But acting was one of the courses, and I booked a play in the school. It was the lead, and I was playing the role that Peter Sellers played in the Pink Panther of Inspector Clouseau. So it was like 80 pages with a French accent, and it was the most fun I'd ever had in my entire life. And I was like, this didn't cost anything, and I didn't even go anywhere. I'm not at Disneyland. I'm not on a ride. Like, it was just fun from, I guess, inside yourself. I don't know. That sounds weird, but
Can we hear a little bit of the French accent? Can you still do it?
Yeah, sure, I can do it. Don't get funny with me, monsieur. This is a serious matter. Is that?
Oh, that's awesome.
Does that work?
That was perfect.
Yeah.
Either extremely turned off or not turned on at all. Either one.
Thank you for that. That just made my night.
I know, right?
I was expecting something else.
That was maybe like a Pepe Le Pew.
I know. That was perfect.
We need the applause for that one. Yeah.
That's weird. You just queued that up and it worked. I like that.
We love it. Oh, wow. So then you've also, he was talking about soap operas. Did I read, were General Hospital? Was that, you were a bartender on a soap,
All
right?
My Children.
Time
That's a funny story, too. I was at dinner in Los Angeles like 6 or 7 years ago, and there was a few people there that I didn't know, and one person that I knew very well who is in television and entertainment, and he knows how to spin things correctly. And so there's this maitre d' at the Tower Bar Hotel named Dimitri. And when you go to this restaurant, he's got like this tuxedo on. He's like very just gracious, and like he'll greet you, and he's like, "Oh, hello, Mr. So-and-so. Like, thank you for coming. Let me show you your table." And he does this weird like kind of rigor mortis hand thing. And he's like, and he'll hold your hand and he'll walk you to your table. And first of all, I'm like, what is going on? I've never experienced this before. And he's like holding my friend's hand as he walks us to the table, and he's like, "Oh, Mister, thank you so much. Mr. Clooney was here last night. You would have loved it." Like he's telling you, just name dropping, just shamelessly name dropping. And I'm like, this guy is ridiculous. I don't know what's going on. And my friend, without blinking, goes, "Well, have you met Mr. Grant?" And he's like, He's like, "You might know some of his great-grandfather's movies." Cary Grant. And my friend, who is with me, hears this, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, he just told the maitre d' that you're Cary Grant's grandson." So there was another guy that overheard this who knew one of the casting directors of All My Children. So the next day, I get a phone call from one of the casting directors, and it's just like, "Hey, this is so-and-so from All My Children. We'd love to have you come in and read if you'd like to. Awesome. Let me know." And he leaves his phone number, and I'm like, "Sure, yep, I'll do it." So I still don't think he knows the truth. Maybe if he hears this or sees it.
Now, I think this is something you should have gone all around town, trying this little out from everyone, see what other calls you could get, you know?
It's so weird lying. I didn't like it.
I used to feel really cool that I had such like a unique name. There's nobody else who has like my name, but now I'm like, dang it! I just need to have like somebody famous last name so I could maybe have my way and go meet this maitre d'.
Yeah, just do what I did and lie. Apparently, lie through your friends telling a lie.
Fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it. That's what my grandma always says.
Oh my goodness, that is an awesome story.
It's a true story.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your other projects? I know you were just in a short film.
I did a short film. God, that was a little while ago. I booked my first lead in a film called Coffee Shop, and that just aired a couple months ago. It's like a made-for-TV. It's like a Hallmark film, but it's on the Up Network, which I guess used to be the gospel music channel. Nice. And I play a role opposite Laura Vandervoort, who's on. She's on a show called Bitten on Sci-Fi. She plays a hot blonde werewolf, and she was on Smallville and V and I don't know, a bunch of different things. And John Lovitz is in it. Kevin Sorbo, who I kept calling Hercules, plays my manager in the film. Yeah, it was a blast. It was like my first huge thing that I had done, and then it got Nashville right after. And yeah, that's there's no violence and there's no sex in it. So if you want just a wholesome film,
It's just a feel good, happy.
that you're gonna have to get through.
Have some hot cocoa on these cold nights.
It already aired?
Yeah, it's just they're airing
They're
it
going
on.
now.
Yeah, and there's talks of maybe turning it into a TV show. I don't know if
Nice.
yeah,
It's always
but
Very
exciting.
cool. So
Who
big
knows?
things are coming up, hopefully.
yeah, it's cool. It's really fun.
Great.
Enjoying the ride.
Yeah, good for you. All right, well, we have a couple more minutes. Let's just dive. Let's pick a couple of the biggest topics for tonight, just so we get a little bit of the episode in.
Or the fans will be
Oh, yeah,
so
we had an
angry.
episode,
They'll be
right?
so angry.
Yeah, just a little bit. Now it's like switching modes, but what should we pick? What should we pick?
you
We
know,
We
got,
talked about Rayna.
I think one of the biggest, because the cliffhanger that we were left with was Juliette being pulled off stage. Obviously, Avery now knows that she is pregnant.
By just yeah, let's talk about that moment for a minute, because that was one of the big ones. Yeah,
I was
how'd
not
you feel about
expecting that at all. I actually didn't like it. I feel like we got gypped. We like waited this whole time for her to tell him, and then I'm pregnant.
I kind of agree with you, because I think that when they put that in the trailer last week, so I thought, oh no, it really can't just come from her, because
I didn't see the trailers.
I thought they wouldn't just show that, and then it was.
sucks.
So I was thinking, oh, maybe Glenn got her phone and did it, or but
I don't. It's not my favorite way for him to have found out, but I don't think Juliette would have ever told Avery if it wasn't just like a moment of like weakness, or a moment to like prove something. Because Juliette she's so competitive, but she's so stubborn at the same time. So she got challenged by her assistant, and she was just like, fine, I'm just gonna do it. And she didn't even think about it. And I think we would have never gotten it unless she did it in that way. So, I can't be mad at the writers, because it's very true to who Juliette is.
That's
yeah, I agree with you. I agree, but I think I kind of wanted it to where she was too like ashamed to tell him, like she was, and thinking that he called her nothing and didn't want anything to do with her. So I kind of wanted it to be Glenn, to be the one that actually stole her phone and like sent a text and kind of brought them together.
But Glenn still got his daddy moment.
I know.
He still got his daddy moment tonight. He got to throw him up against the car.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Don't you put my baby in a corner.
That's worse than a text breakup.
I know. Yeah.
A text baby. You're like, whoa. Didn't see that one coming. Okay.
Seriously, I would love to see that scene between them, like yelling and, by the way, I'm pregnant. Yeah.
But speaking of
That would've been
babies,
awesome.
Before we get to that final thing with Juliette, or was that was the cliffhanger though with Juliette, was her kind of passing out.
Yeah.
But we had 2 babies this episode. 2 babies. We had
Gunner's
baby.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We can't forget
No,
that
we
was a
can't.
huge drop, Bob.
Which we both right away, as soon as we were you were like, we all three were like, oh, like we see what's coming with this dark hair.
We thought when she actually said, no, it's not yours, I was like, okay, well, she like squashed that. You guys,
I thought it was his
said
brother.
Yeah, you guys said that, and I was like, oh, that's a nice twist. It could be his nephew. And then
like the last connection he
Yeah,
has to his
exactly.
brother,
Yeah.
I would have liked it better if it was that.
I think I would have liked it too.
But now Gunner, that's I
Crazy.
don't know where that's gonna go. But I mean,
Zoe's gonna be more on that crazy train.
oh no, Zoe already
She
has
can't
the
catch a
crazy
break
eyes.
this season, man.
oh my gosh.
She had crazy eyes again at the beginning of the episode when
Yeah.
she's in the wardrobe rack, and she just
She just pops up. Hey!
I just noticed all these fabulous clothes.
Well, yeah, you're on
like,
tour.
Who does that though? Like,
I
who
know.
wanders into somebody's dressing room just to like look at their clothes? Like, I'm sorry, there are
Many who does that and who says that in this episode. We
Yeah.
were taking note of that.
Are you going to get that call?
Yeah.
Who says that?
And then after she got her hair done, the highlight. Like, we wrote that one down.
Best
Do you have to
version
say
of
that one?
myself.
Yeah. There's some great ones.
I think they did that on purpose, though. I think that was Maddie kind of being like, "Ha, Mom."
Right, yeah.
I
I hope so.
And honestly, that's why I like that line so much, because it was finally like somebody was just like, "Rayna, like wake up."
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that line, as cheesy as it was, but I think it was definitely Maddie kind of being like, "Suck on that, Mom."
Yeah.
Like,
A lot of sucking with Rayna.
We'll just leave that.
Oh, come on, you know what I mean.
No.
can we talk about Derek Huff with his shirt off?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going? Great.
Derek, we would still really like you to come in the studio.
Super freak right here, fan.
I'm not a super freak. I mean, I just really like Derek Huff, and I thought he did really good in this episode.
Yeah, he's a great dancer. He's a great actor now.
And no, but this is the thing. We all thought Noah was gonna be this bad guy, but he's really become kind of, he finds out Juliette's secret when Avery goes a little crazy, but he's ready to protect her, and he shows that and proves that when they're about to shoot the sex scene, and he kind of offers, hey, why don't we shoot it from the back, because it'll be more sensual, and da-da-da. And like, he's like, your secret's safe with me, and he's the one who actually runs to her and catches her first when she passes out on stage. So I'm like, go Noah.
I like that too. I think the trailer for next week said it, when they're like second chances or second thoughts. So she might be thinking maybe this guy could be a better baby daddy.
Unless he's, playing her, which
No.
we've seen a lot on Nashville.
And with Juliette.
Oh, yeah.
People like to play
Oh,
Juliette.
yeah.
Like a fiddle.
They should
I know,
do.
but what? He has a 4-episode arc? Is that what we
I think
we
so.
know? Okay, well, he's already done 3.
Oh.
They only have one
I don't
more.
know.
Oh, then.
I don't know.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Let's talk briefly too. We did see Will and Deacon coming together a little bit in this episode because Deacon, figures out what his secret is.
Yeah.
That's
And-
kind of been sprinkled around.
Yeah, and we all kind of liked how Deacon was there, like he always is, the great guy, to support him and be there for him.
Deacon's not always been a great guy. We
let's
love
backtrack
Deacon.
that, yeah.
We love Deacon, but he has his flaws. But that's what makes us a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's really nice to see him kind of. He kind of takes a very much like a very dude approach. Like it's not threatening at all. Like Will accepts it. It's like he can just it's kind of like he doesn't have to tell Will I know exactly what's going on. He's just like, dude, I'm here for you. It's kind of like what Gunnar did a little bit. But then again, I don't think Will like wants to be with like is attracted to Deacon
Right.
like he was attracted to Gunnar. So it's a little bit of a different type like of relationship. But I like it, and I hope, and I think he'll stay with continue to help Will through this crazy.
Another small one we have too is we have Teddy coming to the surface and getting to be a little
Teddy.
playful with the ladies
Oh,
again.
Ted Meister.
Teddy. So many men in
But we
this
all want
episode.
Teddy to get some action, right?
We
all
do.
happy for that.
Teddy
And he
deserves some
looked
action.
good
He
today.
did look good. This is what we do.
I love this.
This is what we
This
do.
is awesome.
Things we noticed. he like, I don't know, something about the hair. They like cut it and made it
He
all
did look
hip
good.
and trendy, and his shirt was all
He lost the
unbuttoned.
tie. He wasn't as
Yeah.
wasn't as stiff.
Yeah, it was.
Get it, Teddy.
He was a cool dad.
Yeah.
I'm the cool single
He's
dad.
a fun dad.
I'm the mayor. Like I can take care of that ticket. Yeah, I can.
I can take care of a whole lot of that more too,
Oh
lady.
Lord! And we saw on the producer next week we got a panty dropper.
Yeah, and we did have to pause that to find out exactly who was.
We're
dropping
like,
the
wait, who
panties
was
and
that?
Yeah.
You immediately were like, I think it was Teddy, and I was like, I don't know.
Let's see that again.
Wait.
Well, in that segment, let's go ahead and dive into our predictions for next week.
Did we get everything
now,
as quickly as
so.
we could?
AfterBuzz TV.
Yeah.
Bubba Gump shrimp.
Bubba Gump, yes!
Yeah, you go ahead and tell us
Thank
that
you.
one.
I don't know if that's true. I don't want to create any lies.
Oh, no,
Possibly.
just go.
Say what you heard.
They'll research it and let you know.
Should I say it now?
Yeah.
Just say
Go
that
for
storyline.
The bum that sings. I heard that was the guy from Forrest Gump that plays Bubba in the Bubba Gump shrimp boat program situation.
All right.
With Lieutenant
wants
We
Dan.
to-
didn't get a chance to
Bubba
look it
Gump.
up, so if you guys know, let us
I
know.
think it's the
Yeah.
same actor. I'm pretty sure it is.
Bubba.
No, Bubba.
Yeah, he was quite a surprise all of a sudden finishing her
It
lyrics
was
for
cute.
her.
It was really nice. And I
can
was waiting
sing.
for that
Yeah.
because
I love
you
that
girls
scene.
mentioned it a couple weeks ago that there was going to be a homeless guy, and you guys predicted that he would get with Scarlett.
Yeah, we all thought it was gonna be some romantic thing with Scarlett.
But at least he's helping her musically. So.
Pizza.
Pizza, mozzarella.
It still could be romantic.
It could be.
Interesting.
He had a great voice. Maybe she'll help
And he can
lead
write.
him up, and like maybe
Yeah.
they'll be writing partners.
That's all
And
you need in that town.
I really like that
because
character.
we still thought they'd help
Yeah.
her come out of her shell a little bit, and she might help him.
Yeah.
Still could happen.
She didn't have a big storyline this week, so I'm excited to see what's coming up.
But a great song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great song
Beautiful
that she's writing.
voice.
I wonder, because I know she is a singer-songwriter, I wonder how much she like is working on, Scarlett's material, if she has a hand in that. So if
wonder.
anybody knows, like, let us know. I mean, maybe we can tweet at her and ask her if she does. But it was a beautiful song. So
It was. Well, it looks
Can't
like we're
wait
going
for
to see probably a little prediction. What we kind of saw is a little bit of Maddie and the Luke Justin Bieber son hookup.
So wrong.
he's your brother.
It's gonna be your brother. That's awful.
Oh, weird.
I don't know. That's.
Any
Yeah.
other big prediction? Yeah. That's it.
Well, you guys didn't kiss your brother?
No.
Well, there was
Okay,
that.
good.
The what?
I don't have a brother.
Not anymore.
All right. Well, where can everybody follow you guys at?
We're done.
On that note,
Predictions, Violet.
Predictions.
Oh, I thought that was
Only
it.
prediction I have is I think Juliette's gonna stick with Avery, which I hope, and that they're gonna make a beautiful child together, and that his character's gonna come back.
that'd be nice. nice. And sing a song.
And sing a
And
song.
sing a song.
Yay! Shirtless.
Do you have any
What?
predictions?
Sure. Yeah.
Anything?
Yes. Oh my God. That's it. That's it. Thank you. It's one of my favorite songs.
Singing.
Go ahead.
I don't want to ruin it. This is a gem. This is its own thing. No, I refuse. You had your 6 seconds.
Oh man.
No, we actually only had about 2 seconds.
Yeah, we had 2
and
seconds.
You said we had 15.
12.
So we have
So I think
13.
You're right. Wow, why did I do that to myself?
Do we need to cue it up again?
No.
she's on it today.
I'm good.
Do you have any
That's it.
predictions? What do you think's gonna happen with Will's character? Because that's kind of who you've interacted with most.
It's just gonna be gay time for him and public gay time, I would say.
Soon.
And yeah, but I don't know. See, here's the thing. I think his character is secretly based on a country singer out there.
Oh, I do too.
That people think is gay, and he still isn't out. So maybe they just let it go. You know, maybe they just let it go. So who knows? That could be entertaining. I mean, both of them could be entertaining. But I do know there's a really awesome, huge gay following for the show, and it's kind of brought that in. And yeah, the last time I was in Nashville, there was some people at the bar. They were just like, "Are you that guy? Are you the gay gym trainer?" And they were gay. And we were talking. They're like, "Oh my gosh, we love the show. It's great." And they were telling me like,
That's awesome.
so it's cool to like have that crossover, you know, because I think a lot of shows it's kind of like it's one or the other, but it doesn't have to be. But I don't know the predictions on that. I have no idea.
I think Nashville's doing it right. Like, there's some shows that kind of just like it's almost like they push it too much on you, so it just seems so unnatural. But I think the way that Nashville has done it is, it seems like a genuine, true storyline and like a real life story that I believe in. I think makes you think about the acceptance of people in the public eye and how they come out and their personal life.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Marissa, do you have any?
I was gonna ask that too. Marissa, anything from you in there?
I think you covered everything.
I had a prediction. Damn it. I don't know. I don't want Noah to go away.
No.
But okay, I have a prediction for Kaylee Kylie and her son.
Kylie.
Obviously Gunner's not going to let her leave now that he knows that's his son, and I think Gunner's going to want to because she had been talking about how she's going to make a home for herself and with this guy that she talked to online, and Gunner's going to want to break up with Zoe and try to start a life and invite them into his home because he does have this home established now, and I think that's going to really, really mess with Zoe. And Zoe now has a little taste of the spotlight, and I think that's Zoe's gonna take that sadness and that anger probably at Gunner for what's going on and really put that into her music and maybe going solo, and I think that's probably going to take her off the show.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
That was my only one prediction too.
Oh,
That
sorry.
No, you're good. No.
You're great.
That was my prediction too.
I'm reinforcing your brilliant prediction.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you're good at this.
I
You
know.
do this for a living?
I do also think Deacon is done with the blonde. I can't remember her name now, but I think
That chick.
I think
She
we're
doesn't
about to
matter.
the end of that. Yeah. Yeah, she does.
Do you think Luke will
Yeah,
fire her to
what
get a
did you say?
deacon?
Chimes in. It doesn't matter.
He could. I think
Maybe
Luke
Luke-
definitely still has some dirty deeds up his
Luke,
sleeve.
no.
I want that mullet back so bad.
Yeah, I know.
I'm Team
Bring us
Luke
some
over here. They're
flashbacks.
Team Deacon.
Are you Team Luke or Team Deacon?
I gotta go. It's so hard. I love Deacon now. Chip he's the nicest dude ever. Just so cool on set.
I lose again.
So sorry.
You will never win with Team Luke. That's like being like I'm Team Darth Vader. Like you can't be on this like with the Sith. Like no one's gonna vote for them. It's all about the Jedi's. Come on.
This took a twist.
All right, guys, where can everybody find you at? Can I say that now?
Okay, now that we're really done, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Vine, everything else at Violet Kanian.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Cory M Grant.
You guys can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Keetin Marchi.
And I'm at JJ Jurgens on Twitter, JurgensJJ on Instagram, and my blog, tomgirl.tv. Thank you guys so much again. This was another fun episode.
Awesome.
We'll see you again next week.
Thank
you.
Oh, thanks, Marissa.
Thank you.
We gotta clap him out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. And that's a wrap for Cory M. That's a wrap. You can go. It's a wrap on set. That's the almost
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz y'all later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.